Anyway, she hurt the man that she loves over the man that she had once hated. And she allowed for this game to go on and on, because she, stayed in contact or whatever, kept tabs on him all the time. And then the love of her life broke her heart because of the toxicity of how horrible she once was, and he thought he deserved better. But Harley had changed a good bit. Because she actually did. She loved him with all her heart, as much as she could. And when he decided that he was going to end their relationship, like they were living together and he was going to date someone else or something like that, it broke her heart, and she went back to her evil ways. She knew the triggers that would cause an outburst. She knew it all because she had done it before to somebody else. So she would play those buttons just as she had done in the past. And then when he decided he was going to be with her, she felt like she was second choice. And he even said that, he was joking, but when you go through narcissistic abuse, you doubt everything good in your life, honestly. Like, her ex had told her that she was just a rebound, she was just a backup, all of that, all the time, because he would have other girls inserted before her all the time. But the love of her life wasn't supposed to say things like that. And that's what triggered the trauma of previous trauma that she had never healed from. And when everything was good, as the love of her life thought, wasn't. She was completely insane. She was completely doubting everything, and she was going to hurt him. And she thought she could live with it. She thought that she would, get the gratification that she was going to get him back because he hurt her. And when she did that, like, she disappeared and she didn't come home because they had an argument or something, and she was just tired of it, and she felt like she had to have a new life. And she ran away, and she ran back to that toxic ex, and she knew she wasn't ever gonna be with him, but she was gonna kill two birds in one stone because, she was gonna hurt both of them. That's just what she was gonna do. And she did. She played one of them, like, love of her life. She never played games with. She never wanted to hurt him. Ever. But after she did this the second time, something inside her changed. Because, like, she was going to leave had the love of her life, that she wanted to spend the rest of her life with him. And she was going to allow him to find better because of what she had done to him. And when he reached out to her and started talking to her and wanted her back, she couldn't understand why. Why would somebody want somebody good, want somebody so toxic and such awful mess? Because like she had never had that before. She had always been dumped off and treated like she was the ugly duckling, and she was the last resort or something like that. And when he begged for her back, something inside her clicked, and she had changed. Her heart had changed, because the love that he had shown her was the type of love she had always been looking for. Like the kind, the gentleness, the, having sex all the time, doesn't mean, I don't know how to explain it. She hardly thought that you had to have a sexual relationship to have a good relationship. She didn't know what true intimacy was at the time, and he showed her that. And that is how she became good. It's because she found love and she learned how to love, but she still was a toxic mess, and she had to work that out. But the moral of the story is, if you stay toxic, you can hurt the people around you. And you may not know that you are, but you can literally destroy somebody by the words you say, by the things you do. And you may never know it. They may never tell you. So please, just if someone doesn't see your worth, don't stoop so low to hurt somebody, please. Love yourself enough to let them go. Just because they hurt you, let karma handle it. Don't wish bad things on them. Just like Harley's toxic ex that she talks about. She doesn't hate him. She understands him more now than ever. But she doesn't want him in her life at all. He was a lesson for her. But she has found the love of her life, and people don't understand their relationship at all. Like, oh, how can you be with somebody like that? And Harley don't care. Harley's happy. That means like when guys look at her, she don't think nothing about it, because the love of her life saw her as a person and not focused on her looks and sex and all of that, like a sex object, as most men do. She had true intimacy and true love, and she changed, and she's no longer a villain. She may look like a villain sometimes, but she's